Technology Consultancy. We're the architects of digital dreams, building worlds with innovative schemes. From concept to creation we excel. With technology our stories to tell. Training tutorials, knowledge we share. To help you succeed, we truly care. Consultancy experts, we're here to guide your digital journey side by side. Technology Consultancy, that's our name. Solving problems, raising the game. Websites, systems designs we create. Empowering businesses, sealing their fate. Technology Consultancy, that's our name. Solving problems, raising the game. Websites, system designs we create. Empowering businesses, sealing their fate.
Okay, guys, thank you and welcome. This is Technology Consultancy Excel Training. Today is day 4 of our training, and then you can follow us on Facebook because we're going to post update about this training. You can follow us on YouTube. There we're going to post the playback of all of our training that we are having. You can also follow us on our WhatsApp group or join our WhatsApp channel. So what we do at Technology Consultancy, we are tech consultant or missions to be accomplished through our local chapter here. We are involved into many other projects. We have electronic grades entry systems for secondary and tertiary institutions. We have full stack website development or websites for schools, churches and organizations, student management system, library management system, patient management system, hospital card management system, payroll management system, employee management system, and many others. So you can contact us if you need one of those or have an institution who need one of those systems or website to be built. We are available to do them for you. So that's what we do at Technology Consultancy. So today I'm your presenter. I'm Kaju Atishan Kusha. I'm an emerging computer science engineer. I hold a diploma in computer software application and computer hardware and several other certificates in computer related. And for today we have a special guest on our program. He is Mustafa Kamara. He is the president of Liberia Information Technology Students Association. As a matter of fact, he hailed from the nation capital, Monrovia, and he's here. So, Mr. President, if you are here, please unmute yourself and talk to the audience you have.
I'm Sekwem Kamara. Yeah, people refer as Sekwu Abimaji Kamara. So, the Liberia Information Technology Union is a conglomeration of students from all ICT vocational universities, high school students within the length and breadth of Liberia and outside of Liberia. So we have students from Hill City University, we have students from Bluecrest, we have students from Styles, we have students from other university. So we are expanding, we are decentralizing the advocacy of text of digital Liberia, and then we have chapter in Cyprus, in China, in Morocco, in Rwanda, in Uganda, and some other university in America as well. So I'm being the first elected president of the Liberia Information Technology Union. Our goal is to integrate ICT and STEMs into the Liberian systems. So we have created systems from the student angle, give offering it to the government. During the coronavirus, we created a corona systems that help the government to know the total number of patients that was affected with coronavirus. We gave that system to the Ministry of Posts at the time, under the Minister Kubokra. So Lesu have offered training. We have offered training in Nimba County, in Bon County, in Magibi, and Morovia. So we have trained, we have provided opportunity for students, internships, and employment as well. So we are not only into computer capacity building, but we're also into opportunity capacity building as well. So we are not political, we are problem solver, we provide solutions for the country, and currently we are working on few systems to integrate them into few other institutions within the government. So the Lab Information Technology Union was established 2015, October 25th. Students from UMU and other students from Blue Crest. So we have been for we have made our contributions to the national cybersecurity policy strategies, and we have made our contribution to the national ICT policy that was adopted a few years ago. So currently we are working on the data protection law of Liberia and that of the cybersecurity law of Liberia and that of the national ICT policy of Liberia. So these policies will be on the president's desk before the end of the year to be adopted and to be legislated as well. So we are into advocacies. We speak against the government when the government is against the citizens, and we speak on behalf of the government when the government on the necessary while the citizens are in needs. So we agitated that the state-run university here should have an ICT department, and within the process of 2 years of agitations, the state-run university were able to have a state-owned ICT department or computer sciences department where students go because students will not be able to afford the financial directions from Bluegrass and that from UMU and that from Stars. But the state-run university tuition will be more at a masses level rather than this university of elite level. So we were able to also agitate or advocate on behalf of other things. That currently we are advocating that the ICT and other STEMs education be inducted into national education curriculums before 2024-2025 academic year commence. So we are hoping in that directions. There are other positive news and there are also other programs, trainings that we are pending. And for now to the end of this year, we will be coming Maryland to carry on assessment and then later return by to carry on a physical training at the Techcon University. So we are also extending to Berlin and also to the southeastern part of Liberia because Morovia is not Liberia. So we want to decentralize our ICT or tech advocacies that digital Liberia is a must. So I can stop here. You guys can continue with your classes, and I also want to use this medium to inform you guys that there will be also a free online training for the from the students code chapter Lesu. It will be a business, web design, and other graphic design as well.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you. That was the voice of the president of the Liberia IT student. So he's Shegu Kamara. Shegu Kamara is the president of the Liberia IT student. I call him a big man there. So guys, thank you and welcome for joining us. Chat box. Okay, someone is asking how can we get to know what the training is talking about. I'm in the executive chat room of Liberia IT student because I'm the chairperson for the Maryland chapter. So whenever that training starts or before it starts, I will try to share the information in our WhatsApp chat room so that you can be a part of it. So thank you all for joining. Thank you all for joining today's edition. There are a lot of fascinating things we're going to be talking about tonight. So, if you have your computer with you now, your computer is on, I want you to open Excel. So, if you are all set, let me know in the chat box. I'm sending the number one so I know you're following. Send the number one in the chat box so I know you're following. Okay, guys. Okay, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Okay, thank you. I think we are all set. So today there are a few things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about general formatting. We're going to talk about font, how to increase and decrease font size. We're going to talk about understanding borders. We're going to talk about applying general formatting, applying border to a range. We're going to talk about wrapping and merging text. Formatting is, in a little man or saying, is how we beautify the information we have on a worksheet, how we make it look attractive, how we make it look presentable. That is formatting. So when you go to print, you will not see all of these lines appearing. So these are imaginary lines. They are only viewed on a worksheet, but when you go to print or want to print that file, you have to make them visible. So formatting is just a way you beautify your text. So if you look in the home tab, in the font group, we have various commands that we have here. We have the bold command. When you point on it, you will see the name, and under the name, you will see a little information that telling you what that command can do. We got bold, we got italic, we got underline. This is the border command. Now the border that is selected is bottom border. That's why you are saying bottom border. This is fill color. This is font color. This is decrease font, increase font. This is font size, and this is font. So basically, these are places we usually do formatting. Now, we're going to work with a ribbon tonight as many. Now, when you type in an information in a cell, for example, we type here or name, let's say name, ages, gender. POB is the abbreviation for place of birth. DOB is the abbreviation for date of birth. And we can stop here for now. So when you have that information, maybe you want to increase the size of this writing that you have here. You need to firstly select it, like I'm selecting all of them. What you do, you click on the first one, hold down the click button and drag. That of which should be familiar to everyone. And then you go in the font group here. In the font group where you see this number, the font size. Font in computing or relating to computer means the writing or the text. So when you see font, it means the writing or the text. So font size has to do with the size of the writing. So there is or there is an arrow in the right, the arrow or drop down arrow that when you click on, you will see a list of numbers. The higher number you select, the bigger size your text will be. In this list, I'm using Office 10, which is the most popular and familiar Office now. I'm using Office 10. The last font size you will see here is 72. So when you click 72, because this 72 doesn't mean that it stopped to 72, it doesn't end here. This is where, because of the size of this window, that's why I stop here. But you can also use this or area where you have the number. When you click there, you press backspace to delete it. You can even put up to maybe 100. So the higher the number, the higher the text. So I'll click on 36. When you click on 36, you will not be seeing all of them in their various cells. Some of them will be hidden or some of them will overlap into another cell. So we told you how to do that last night. You have to click on the line between the both cells or between the both columns and drag it outside so that you can have it like I'm doing this. You drag it outside. Okay, then you have it. So Let me try to reduce the size here to like 20. So we also have two A's here. They are all capital, but one is bigger and one is smaller. Attached to the bigger one is an arrow showing up. Attached to the smaller one is an arrow showing down. The arrow showing up is used, the bigger A is used to increase, the name of it is increase font size. So the more you click, the bigger the size of your text is going to be. The next A to it is decrease font size. Other versions may say shrink font and grow font. That's the same. We use it to decrease the font size. So we decrease the font size like this, and then we try to reduce the column size as well. So this is how we try to increase the font size and decrease the font size of our text. Still selected. If we want to change the color of this, we have here font color. You click on this drop down arrow in the right side. You can select any color of your text you want to add to it. You can select red, you can select blue, depending your favorite color you want to use. And then we also have another one near it with the bucket like paint wasting. It's called fill color. That one is the background color. You click on the drop down arrow near it and you select your favorite color that you have there. So you click on this. Let me select another font there, maybe red or like green or any other one that will be visible, just like that. And then we also have, or I'll jump over this and come back later. We have bold. As you click on bold in a little explanation, it helps to make the writing a bit less fat. It add not the height but the thickness of the text. As you click and remove the thickness, bold add the thickness of the text. Italic try to give the text a little style, it lay down a bit. And then underline, you will see line will be drawn on each one of them. It's used to underline. So when you click on it, when it's selected, that means that comment is active on our text. When you remove it, it's not there. So we also have font here. Font has to do with the style of the writing. So if you just click the arrow in the right of it, it's going to give you the drop down list of all of the font or writing styles that you have in the computer. So I might be having some other writings that you don't have, because I also downloaded additional packages for Microsoft Office that I'm using. So if you go down, as you scroll downward, you will find different styles of writings that you can use on your text. Different styles of writing that you can use on your text. We have them there. All of that you are doing, you need to make sure the text is selected. When the text is not selected, all of those changes will not take effect. And then we also have border, where we can add border to the text. So you click on this drop down arrow and come down here to all borders, and you click on all borders, you will see the line around the text. So that's the first step we format. So guys, if you are with me and you are following, kindly let me know in the chat box by sending one. If you still have an issue, unmute yourself and ask question quickly. So guys, I think we are on course, so we can continue. So that's how we add page border to the text. Now in this, let me try to increase the zoom. Here we can also place the text. The alignment of the text has to do with the placement of the text in a cell. Maybe you can upward, downward. You can also change the position. This is alignment. This is left alignment. It places the text on the left. This places the text in the middle, on the right. And then we have to also have these ones above here. Middle align. It places the text in the middle. It places the text in the top. It places the text in the bottom. So guys, you have to play around these ones, and then you will know how it works. And then here again is also our orientation, how we orientate the text. So if you click on the drop down arrow, we have angle clockwise that twists the text this way. These ones are usually used for heading or places where you think is necessary. But angle counterclockwise, we have vertical text, we have rotate text up, we have rotate text down. So all of these ones can be used mostly for heading or depending where they are suitable and applicable for you. So thank you. If you have any question there, let us know in the chat box so that we can help you out quickly, unmute yourself and ask the question. If you don't, let us know that you are following, send the number one so that we know you're following quickly. So we also have here, I have few texts understanding borders. All of these as I have it here. I'm saving it also and I'm going to send it to the WhatsApp so you can use it to practice, as I will also upload the playback to this training to them yesterday and send it to the YouTube as well. So when you want to add border, there are two ways you can add border or many other ways. I prefer to show you the both ways that we can add borders. Firstly, select the text where you have the text. I prefer to select the only place I have text. That's where I selected. Click and drag, and then you come in the font group, click on the drop down arrow and select all borders. When you select all borders, you have border lines around it. The lines that divide these cells, divide the rows and divide the column is what we call borders. So we have border lines around it. That is one way. I may do an undo here, Control Z to undo what I have done. Another way to do it, the text should remain selected. Come in the styles group and then you click on format as table. When you click on format as table, it gives you a drop down list of different styles of tables. So as you click on this first one, it's going to give you a dialog box asking you, is this the area you selected that you want to apply this border? You click on OK. That border design going to take effect. You can go back there on the home tab in the format as table group. As you pointing on them one after another, you're going to see a little preview of how it works. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to point on them one after another. As you point on them one after another, you're going to see a preview of how it works. So there are different styles of border that we can add to our text. So all of this that we are doing, we are formatting this text as a table. In computing, table refers to rows and columns, including cells. So all of this information are in a table because they are in rows and they are in column. So that's how another way we can format our table. We can also format those cells too as well. Format those cells using this one. Click on the cell styles group and you click point on them one after another. Point on these ones, we have one after another, and you want to see different styles how we can format these cells. We have different styles. Some of them are used for heading, like you will see heading. Some of them are used for title. So as you fool around them, I'm just pointing on them one after another. You want to be seeing a preview of how it works. So it's in the styles group. We have format stable. You can use any other design that is suitable to your eyes and for the work you are doing, or you use format as table to try to format them and give them a better look and a better design. Some of them here I call headings 1, 2, 3, and 4. Titles, they are used for only the headings. Mostly therefore they can look beautiful. So if you're following what we are doing, let us know in the chat box by sending number 1. If you are not getting us and you want to ask a question, unmute yourself quickly and ask your question. After talking about that, we also want to talk about the number or group. In the number group, we have different types of formatting that we have. I'm just trying to type random numbers here so that we can see how that works. I'm just trying to type random number, and I'm also filling them down too as well, the same way we did last night. So we have a random numbers here. Let's say these numbers that are here, they are money or they are amounts that we want to add the dollar sign to, and then 0.000 so that it can be formatted like numbers. You have to select only those cells. But firstly, let's try to reduce the decimal point from these numbers that have decimal, Anytime you have decimal, you can increase the decimal and decrease the decimal. You have to select the cell or group of cells that have decimal attached to it. In the number group, you have decreased decimal and you have increased decimal. Use this decreased decimal as you click on it, decrease the number of decimal places, and you use this to increase the number of decimal places that you have. So after doing that, we want to add the dollar sign to it. This is the dollar sign. You click here and you select English or dollar sign. You have the dollar sign to it. That's one way we do that. Now all of them are formatted like money. Let me do an undo here. Control Z. You can also come here on this general. In front of general right side, you're going to see a drop down arrow. You click on that drop down arrow, you will see currency. You click currency to have these dollar signs there. And here we have different types of formatting. You can format it up what you want to have, like numbers in the cell. You want to have currency, accounting stuff, long date and time, or maybe just let me try to do the date. For example, say and type it rightfully another way. HST of the first 2024. So this is shorter date format now. So if I come to this format thing area in under the home tab in the number group and click on the drop down arrow and then I select long date. They give me the long date including the day, everything. But then you will see these hash signs here. Whenever you see this hash sign, we'll get to error messages. You learn that it tells you that the number is in the cell, but the cell is small to display it. So you gotta expand that cell so that you can be able to see it. So once you use the long date format, you want to format that has or table or has the long date and so forth. So all of these are different styles of formatting that we can have. If you click on short date, the formatting has a shorter date. So that is that. Any question? You can unmute yourself and ask. If you are following. You just say number one so that we see. Yeah, Ben.
I'm on the line.
Yeah, Ben, go ahead.
How did you arrive at the decimal point, the number?
Okay, so I just type these numbers in randomly. Let me do an undo here. I just type these numbers in randomly. These are the three numbers I type in randomly above here, and then I try to fill the rest of it down. So when I select all of these ones that I type, I point on the fill handle. When I point on the fill handle in the lower right hand corner, the mouse pointer is going to change into a thin black cross. You can click and drag it downward. We have other numbers in decimal depending on the numbers you type. It's not constant depending, it also depends on the numbers that you type. So, or you double click, it's going to fill down to where you have the M. So that's how I had the decimal. Then I said to reduce this decimal, you got to select all of them in the number group under the home tab. You click on decrease decimal, it's going to decrease the decimal. Thank you. When my hand is up, please speak faster.
Yes, thank you for the presentation. Actually, I'm finding it difficult to really get the display of the demonstrations on the screen. I'm only seeing your photo and then the illustrations of what you are actually talking about on my screen. I'm only seeing your new co-share is presenting with a photo, but it's not displaying the
Okay.
value is not displaying.
Okay, sometimes when it happens like that, you got to leave the meeting and rejoin. Sometimes it's due to the network. So leave and rejoin. That could be much better. Thank you. So that's that. So guys, before going to apply active ranges, we have done that. Let's learn few or stuff. I think we are cool. We are cool. Please let me know in the chat box. We can move on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you. So I have this information here that I've already typed. It's one of the practical that we welcome, but I just want to use it for demonstration purpose. So we already have this information. These are lists of employees. These are the date they were hired. These are the years they have worked with the company. These are their status, whether you have worked full time, half time, whether you are contractor, whether you work per hours. These are their dependent has to do with the number of children. And this is just a bonus. Maybe the company or entity want to give bonuses to their employees. So we will get to the mathematical aspect of this, but I just want us to use it for formatting. That's why I brought it in. So we have this information here. Like I said, all of these lines in our show, we have like up to 100 plus 200 employees names here. We want to format this and make it a bit beautiful. What we do, you have to select all of them. Select all of them. Like I say, I usually select only the place I have information. So when you do that, all of them is selected, all of your information. You choose what type of formatting to use. You either format all of these cells using this design or any other design that are going to be suitable for you. That is fine. Or you use format as table. They ask you where you want the formatting to take place, you use that, or you can use a normal formatting by just using all borders. So that's how you format all of these informations here. That's how you format all of these information. So I will send this file, this entire file I'm working with, so that when you open it, you see all of this, so that you can try to do them too as well. That's why I'm saving as I'm going through, so that when I send it, you can see it. Now, we want to talk about wrapping and merging text. Wrapping and merging text. Now, if you look on my screen here, I want you to pay attention to this area, the formula bar, this place, this formula bar, because anything you point on is going to display in the formula bar. Now, all of these cells here are small to display this information that are found within the cell. This is employee names here. So when I click on cell A1 here, you can only see part of the employee spelling. So there are two ways to do this. If you want this information to fit in a cell, it's either you drag it this way for it to fit, or you can leave it that way as it is, and then you wrap the information in this cell. Wrapping the information in this cell means some of it is going to be up, another one going to be down. So all of these ones that are here, their names will not, the heading will not display in the cell because the cell is small. So let me select all of them and want to wrap the text. Wrapping the text means the cell is small to display the text, but then you're going to place some of them upward and some of them downward in the same cell. So you select all of those texts, come in the alignment group. There's a command here called wrap text, and click on wrap text. So when you click on wrap text, you're going to see some of the information will be upward, some of them downward, some of them up and down. So you have them, so you can just expand them a little bit so that you can have a visual side of them. And then after expanding them, you can maybe make or place them in the middle or something, depending how it will look beautiful to you. That's how wrap text. Let me do that again so that when we simplify, you can be able to do them yourself. So we're saying all of this information are in this cell. When you look in the formula bar, as we click on this is the information in this cell. But this cell is small to display the information, and there are two ways we do it. We either expand the cell to display the information, or we wrap these texts that are in this cell that are not fit in them to fit into this cell. So you select all of the cells or the cell that you want to wrap the text into, and you click wrap text. The information will stay in that cell without the cell expanding to the column, but now the row going to expand. So then you can expand the columns bit by bit so that they can fit and be a bit visual or readable and clearer. So that's how we wrap text. So another thing we want to talk about tonight is how to add heading to this page. For example, this information is a list of employees and their bonus and their season bonus. For example, this is the heading we want to add. So maybe we want to add the heading to this page, or let's use this side. Want to add the heading here. Want to place the heading above this, and then we've already typed this cell. If it were to be a blank cell or blank worksheet like this, we could have typed the information here firstly, before coming down to type all of the employee name and stuff. But now I've already had this information here. So how do we add the heading here? So to do that, we insert a new row, or we can insert one or two row. You right click on a row, on the number, right click on it and click on insert. You have a new row above. If it's not much, you can select maybe 1, 2 or 3, 4, 5 of them. Right click on any one of them that have been selected and click insert. You're going to see new rows up here. So if you have new rows up here, let me give you a zoom a bit. We have new rows up here. We can type our information here. So how do we type the information? We want the information to go across in and be placed in the selected area. So what we do is we merge this cell. Merge means we will put all of these cells together and make them one so that we can type in the information that we have here. So maybe these cells are many. I can just select 1, 2 and delete it for the purpose of practice. And then we select one cell here, merge, we want to merge it to join all of them so that the information can be placed in the middle at once. In the alignment grid, we have merge and center. You click on the drop down arrow, we have merge and center. Merge and center will bring all of those cells together, and the information that will go in that cell will be in the middle. That's what merge and center does. Merge across, it's just going to merge the cell and you type the information, it will just go across without being formatted in the middle, left or right. Information will just start from the right, sorry, start from the left and go to the right. Merge cell, it will just merge the cell without doing anything. And then we have on merge cell, is used to remove the cells that have been merged. That's why it's called merge. So after selecting it, we want to merge and center. You click on merge and center, and then we can type maybe employee season bonus or Techcon employee season bonus. Okay, then we have that. So you can format it or where you want it. We select it. We give it a background color like maybe this. We give it a font color, or let's say this lighter blue. We make it bold. We change the font size of it to something thick. We also increase the font size. Thank you. Then we have no use for these ones, so we can select all, right click and then delete it. So we have the heading. So that's how we type in the heading to a text. So don't worry, I'm going to send the recording and I'm going to send this file so that you yourself can practice it, and then you can get used to that. So that's how we type in our heading, and we have a heading on a text. So here I want us to practice few other tips and tricks. There are times you are typing numbers. Maybe we have numbers, we have names, or I don't want us to use name, or days, months, and then let's just do these ones. So you want to do a list of numbers because these letters and these numbers on the worksheet, they are only identifying the number of rows, and this letter identify the number of columns. You will not see them on a worksheet when you go to print. So they will not be visible. So when you type in any information, you want to do a list of numbers, you have to type in a number. For example, you want to list 100 or person names, 100 person names here, and then we have to say number 1, we go down number 2, number 3, number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be very hectic for us and time consuming if we want to add or give a list of 100 persons. That would be time consuming. So in Excel, it gives us a shortest way. We can still use the fill handle to have that done. What you need to do, just type the first 3 numbers, 1, 2, 3, and then you select all 3. When you select all 3 of them, you point on the fill handle, the mouse pointer is going to change to a thin black cross. You click and drag it downward. As you click in it, you look in the right hand side of the selection that is going down, you're going to see the number. So as the more you drag it down, when you leave it, you're going to see the number that you're going to stop to. So you see that. Let me do it again. So we are saying if you are typing a list of number, maybe 1 to 100 downward, you don't need to type them. Excel gives you the power of the field handle or option to do that easily. So just type the first three numbers, 1, 2, 3, and then you select all three, click on the field handle, and drag it downward. As you dragging it on the right hand side of the selection, you're going to see numbers. As you dragging it down, this the technical number is up. When you leave it there, it will stop. So let's try that. If you are doing that and it's working, let me know by sending one in the chat box. If not, zero. Okay, that's good. That's good. We are good to go. Now the reason we can use three numbers, maybe someone want to ask. Now, let's say for example, I only put one and I come to drag it or fill it down and just click and drag downward. Only one we're going to see. It will not replicate to say 1, 2, 3. If you just say 2, in some cases, depending the version of Microsoft Office, it might replicate to say 1, 2, 3, 4. But other people might be using the 2003, 2007 downward. Some of them don't have this effect. The best way for it to work in every other versions of Microsoft Office, you have to use 3. So 1, 2, 3, and you drag it downward, you're going to have it there. So the same thing can take effect to the days. Maybe you want to type the 7 days of the week, we just say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and hit enter. Same thing, select all, point on the field handle and drag it down. You're going to have from Sunday all the way to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's going to replicate. The more you click, the more it passes, it begins again as well. Just like that. So let me do an undo here. I say same thing we did for the number can also be done for the date. So you just select all here, click and drag it downward. We have it. Same thing can also be done for the month. If you have done that, firstly let me know in the chat box so that I know you have done it. Okay. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Jonah, your hand is up. Please speak faster, Jonah. Okay, thank you. So same thing can be done for the months of the year. Just type January, February, March, select it, point on the field handle, click and drag it downward. You're going to have strictly to December. And then when you reach December, it will also pass and go back to January. Okay, I have March, April, May, June, July. Okay, so you have to verify your spelling. If your spellings are not correct, you're going to have issues. Like here, I'm having issues because I didn't spell January rightfully, so your spelling will have issues. January, January, February, March. So when your spellings are not correct, you're going to have little issues. Okay, you're going to have little issues. So you got to make sure that all of them, your spelling are okay. So you have them there. So once you click, you see January, February, March, April, May, June, all the way to December. So if you have them done, let me know in the chat box that you have done it so that we know you are following. Okay, I think that's Victor. Maybe. Okay, guys, thank you. So I think that is what we have for today. We're going to stop here. That's all we have for today. We're going to stop here and continue next week. So if you have questions, you have comment, you can unmute yourself and ask questions quickly. We still have 4 minutes, so we can ask question, comment. Just unmute yourself.
Yeah, brother Push.
Yeah.
In case you want to say like from January 1st to the 30th.
You
Yeah.
do you mean
You get me?
you are adding the full dates with January 1st, January 2nd, January 10th downward?
Yes.
Yeah, that also works.
Yeah, how can you do that?
That also works. Just add it. The full date, you got to type the full date, for example, January, January 1, come on, 2021. Full, and then you hit enter, you say January, January 2, come on, 2024. You say January, January 10, come on, 2024. And you hit enter. So once you do an auto fill here, this should work. Are you seeing my screen now?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, so that's how you do it. It should work that way.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Mary, your hand is up. Please speak faster.
Yes. I'm I'm always notice you all the things that you type in, right?
Yeah.
I'm noticing that you are typing it from column A. You're not putting it on column A. I mean, you're starting from column B. So is it like something that is compulsory, or it's just how you want to do it?
No, it's not compulsory. You can start typing from anywhere. You can start typing from anywhere. But the reason I left column A, I use it for numbering to do a list. But it's not compulsory. You can use anywhere. I can even move all the way here and start typing from here. But this is what look on my screen. This is what I want everyone to capture. In Microsoft Excel, we have three views. Talk about in view one. If you are typing an information that you will print out on a page, you need to see the page size, the margin of the page. But here you cannot tell me the margin of this page. So use this layout, which is the layout view in the lower right hand corner here. When you click on the layout view, you're going to see the pages will break into sizes. Then you can click on page layout tab, size, and select the size of the page, whether A4 size or legal you want to use. Then you can see the sizes, including everything. But if you just use this normal view, it's only for you to just do work that will remain on the spreadsheet that you're not doing, because if you just type information going on the side, you will not have the margin seen so that you can print it. Then you have to do some adjustment that will give you a bit of time. Hope I'm clear. Okay, any other person, you can ask questions quickly or comment before we move on. Yeah, Peterson Griffiths, your hand is up. Please speak faster.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me just say thank you for the brilliant presentation. And for my side, I think everything is clear and your presentation was very good. This night I am cool with it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So, guys, please, I'm taking down the attendance now. I'm doing a screen recording of the attendance. So, if you are not here, you'll not be capturing attendance. There are other guys who can say, I was here, and then my, but I'm not been capturing the attendance. So, please, just a moment. I'm taking a screenshot now of the attendance. I know how today other guys will say, "Oh, you didn't give me certificate. I didn't see my certificate because you were not there." Okay, thank you guys. Go ahead. Unless your hand is raised, please speak quickly. Jesus. Yeah, Alice. Go ahead. Yes, I'm letting you.
Thank you for the presentation. Your presentation was very much amazing. I enjoy it and understand it very well. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you to Alice. So what we are doing this for the benefit of everyone who are just beginner. We don't want to start going, advance and going upward so that other people cannot say, "Oh, I'm not understanding what you're doing." You kind of rush. So we are taking it from beginner level to go upward. So some of you, I know you are already above what we are doing. So for the benefit of everyone, so that we can go out here and go together. So we're going to take it step by step as we're going upward. So if you don't follow the playback, when we get to second advanced level, we try to all of these things we are doing. When we reach there, we're just going to do it and we're studying to know it. So if you do not follow the playback and practice, or you're not doing it on your computer, you are just trying to blackmail us, you will be doing it to yourself. So we reached a certain point that we just going to be doing these things, and you ask, "Oh, how we did it?" We tell you, "Oh, we did it this in day one and day two." So, come in your hand is up, speak quickly. Let's use 2 more minutes to get out of here.
Yeah, thank you
Yes,
for the presentation.
you're welcome, guys.
But at least it is my recommendation. Yeah, increase our time because today we feel difficult for the screen setting.
Okay, sorry. So we will try to look at that. Sometime when you join the meeting, noticing any challenges, you will have to rejoin the meeting, leave and rejoin, then everything will be set. Sometimes it can be your network. Yeah. So,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
Roland Connect, you can speak quickly. The man gave me professor title. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, I do it.
I'm okay.
Yeah, thank you for the presentation.
You are welcome, brother.
Okay, okay. And another thing I want to talk about, whenever you promise or like I just want to recommend, whenever you promise or like trying to do a favor for to understand the lesson well, like sending some video clip and other stuff, I begging you, you see how best to work in your free time and settle it. Yeah, because of all you know the network business.
Yeah.
Okay, big way enter you can see your job. Yeah, we enter you see your job, but we can't talk about it because we don't want to bring it to light and put it maybe better difficulty
No,
and
no,
all
what?
that stuff.
No,
So
no, no,
yeah,
what? I
I
understand,
just
brother.
speaking for the yeah, I just speaking for the betterment of everybody.
I know,
Yeah,
brother.
but
I
thank you for
know.
the presentation.
I know internet is not actually our problem in the field of technology, but the problem is, I can't just take the raw stuff and send it to the YouTube. I have to, do some video editing, cutting, increasing the volume and other stuff, other places. It takes
Okay.
time. So I'll do that hopefully tomorrow and send everything. Thank you. So let's take Prince A.
Okay.
Prince A, you can speak quickly, brother.
Yeah, so I don't know whether you are getting me.
You are very loud and clear.
Okay, so let me say thanks for tonight's presentation.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you did a great job, and then you were clear in your presentation. Even though what you presented us, what you presented on, I have little tip on it, but then I kept following,
Sure.
and then you are on track. You are good to go. So we'll keep following and reach to the point that we don't have knowledge at all.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
brother. Yeah.
So thanks for the presentation.
Thank you too, brother. We can just jump the thing. When we try to jump in now, we're open here. Say today we're dealing with payroll. We're going to teach you how people are going to set up payroll and start paying employees. Other people say, I don't understand what you call tax rate. I don't understand what you call
Yeah,
tax
sure,
table.
sure.
And things. Yeah, so we're going to take our time. Please,
Yeah, thanks for the presentation. We'll keep
thank,
following.
thank you too, brother. Please,
Okay,
speak quickly.
okay.
Yeah, man. Prince Yane, are you there? If you are not there, we take Anthony Kwabe before Maron. Anthony Kwabe, please speak.
Hello, you getting me clear?
Okay, Prince, yeah, you are live.
Prince Yana.
Yeah, Prince, go ahead.
Uh, First of all, let me say thanks to you for the hard work. I will appreciate you on that.
You're welcome, my
And
brother.
yeah, thank you so much. And I just learned. I had an idea, but I just learned something for you today. And I appreciate that. When it comes to the head up, like whether maybe you are forgetting, you are not put a head up, then the method, to use that
Okay,
you place the head up. So
okay.
today I learned new thing from that. So thank you so much for the presentation,
You,
and I believe that God will continue to bless you.
you're
Thank
welcome,
you.
my brother. Thank you so much. Let's take Anthony, then we take Maron. Anthony, go ahead.
Okay. Hello, Addition here.
I'm here, brother.
Hello.
I'm getting you.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, getting you. So for today's presentation, it was very unique. I believe that majority understood what you presented on today. But my recommendation is this: I want you to upload the videos for yesterday and today for the benefit of those who face hard time with the internet. So
Um,
that they can download it and then watch it themselves.
I'm going to do that.
Thank you.
I'm going to do that tomorrow. Trust me, brother. Let's stick to that. Let's take Maron, then Edward, so we can go. Maron, please speak quickly.
Okay.
Hello,
Yes,
are you guys hearing me?
you're
It's
live.
just a question that I wanted to ask pertaining the list you sent all in the before the classes could start, right? You remember you sent some kind of listing with all the schedules of the presenter names and all of those things.
Sure.
For from the past few days or few weeks we've been doing this for, I'm curious to know that you are the only one, like other people came but others are not coming. when that time reaches. And for today, I saw one Adolfo's name, and the person is not here. You are the one that did the work for him, so I'm confused. But
Yeah.
thank you anyway for covering up for them as well. Since
Okay.
it's a teamwork, I know you guys are doing it as a team.
Sure, Maran. Thank you. Yeah, other guys, they I like for Christopher yesterday. Christopher went to present, but then he had internet failure, coming on, going off, and then we are mature people. We respect time and stuff, so we cannot see it in that situation and say, okay, since we are not getting Christopher, let's call it a day. So we had a proxy for him, and then give him another day to present. But trust me, you won't see all of them on has placed on the schedule. If you don't see them now, like a proxy for them, you're going to see them in another day presenting, and we'll update that schedule and send it to you. For Adolphus too today, he had another issues too, so he had asked me to proxy for him. I think if you check, he attended the meeting and later on app, so you're going to see all of them. But don't worry, it will come a time you'll be saying I alone reach the severe mathematical issue. Okay, let's take that one, then we call it a day.
Okay, thank you so much. Your presentation was very excellent, but there's a recommendation. The time for the presentation is 1 hour, but in today's presentation we have guest, which of course he introduced in himself, and he eat in our time. So I thought you were going to add a time there, but exactly you presented for this 1 hour.
Oh, thank you, Edward. The presentation we are doing, we are not presenting for 1 hour. We schedule ourselves to present for 35 minutes. So we cannot present for 1 hour because we need other people to ask questions. There will be break in transmission of the network. There are going to be other people we invite on the program to talk to us. So we cannot present for 1 hour. We usually present for 35 minutes. If you take the last week I was saying, we presented for 35 minutes. And then we cannot go above the 1 hour because we have people, we have some several people we should respect time. When we say 1 hour, we should stick to the 1 hour. And now we have gone 10 minutes after that time. Other people have their busy schedule and those things they have to go. We cannot keep holding them. So that's why we have to stick to 1 hour. So in time to come, we'll not be having more people or we'll not be inviting them. We'll get to our actual business where we'll be dealing with basic calculation because that is 80% what Excel is about. Then we want to stick to like 45 minutes to 50 minutes for presentation. So thank you. I hope you accept that.
Yeah, yeah, thank you.
Okay, so thank you guys. Thank you all for joining. And I'm ending the recording now. Thank